Good afternoon, everybody. Here we are for one of the last reveals of the year. This one's going to be a reveal number 487 1953D. It's an original Fed Reserve wrapped roll. Today is the 28th of December, 2022. And I have a confession to make. You allow yourself one good, well, I'm going to say it, one good screw up every day. And I did mine in putting all of the inserts in the wrong, putting all the names with the wrong inserts. So I've had to peel them all out, and I am working on placing them in the correct ones. Give me a few minutes, and I'll get this all worked out, and we'll be ready to go. There's JM, there's Malcolm. Good evening, my friends. And I've got about 25 or so of these left of stuff in here. They don't take very long. I basically just lay them out in a big pile, and I just don't repeat the same name twice in a row if I can help it. And I just grab a name and stick it in a number, and that's about as scientific as this is done. I watch as I'm getting closer to the end to be sure that I've at least put everybody within the first half of the coins, so nobody has to wait until, like number 35 or 40 to get their first one. And try to spread this evenly throughout the roll. So how's everybody doing? How was your Christmas? Did everybody do well? Did Santa Claus bring you all you were hoping for and more? As for me, I guess my Christmas went exactly as planned. We had dinner and did absolutely nothing else. So, I know I'm very, very boring when it comes to things like this, but that's all we wanted for Christmas, was to be calm and peaceful, and we were. No events, no trips. Good gosh. Anybody flying anytime recently or anytime soon? Boy, they've got that all messed up, don't they? Too dark candy bars and mixed nuts. Well, that sounds good to me. That would be something I'm not allowed to partake of. But dark chocolate with the low sugar content, I can handle. I can do that. Just can't do very much of it, It's one of those moderation things they tell you. All right. There we are. We are near ready to go. Let me grab the roll here real quick, and here is the roll that we're going to be opening today. And it is a Louisville Fed Reserve wrapped 1953D roll. I have never seen inside this roll. I have never seen the contents of said roll. This is an original roll. Whatever is in it is what we're going to get. I cannot find my little tool, so I'm going to have to do this the old-fashioned way and pick it apart with my thumbnail. Good thing I left a little bit of thumbnail when I cut them a few days ago. All right, here we go. There it is. Roll of 1953D Lincoln cents there. And we're going to pull off the first coin, which will go, I've got these backwards. There we go. First coin goes to Farm Dog. Hello, and here is Farm Dog's coin. It's the end coin, so it's going to be a little bit toned. Let me get this focused in right. There we go. And I don't see anything special on the date or mint mark. Yeah, a little bit of a toner this one is. Nothing else on the obverse. We've got no known double die reverses for 1953D. In fact, probably just about all we're really going to be able to try to count on anyway is having some repunch bent marks in this roll. A little bit of a lamination peel issue going on here on the reverse. And that is coin number 1. Let me get this thing. I've got my camera's a little bit messed up. Hang on just a second here. Get it so that I can actually reach everything. I've got... there's my problem. There's my problem. Okay, I've taken care of it. Hello, Carl. No candy or chocolate, just beef, eggs, bacon, and cheese. I can do that. In fact, I kind of like just bacon and eggs and cheese. Taco John comes next. Taco John. Oh, there's a nice RPM. I'm not sure what number that one is, but I do know it's a nice RPM. How about that? Got a good RPM. Give us on coin number 2 here. And this one goes to Taco John. Take a look around, see what else we have on here, if anything. Let me get my lighting right. There's something going on with my lighting. It's not quite there. The saturation seems to be a bit over. A little too much color. There we go. That's much more like it. That looks like a coin. Really nice looking RPM there. Somebody will tell me which one this is. It's got to be pretty easy to identify. It's a nice D over D south. Lost 40 pounds and your joints don't hurt. So you went to... JM, I might want to talk to you about that, brother. We might need to have a conversation at some point. I've got the joint pain, the diabetes, the whole 9 yards, and if I can cut out something and make that happen, I'll do it. Carl up next. And Carl is here, so Carl gets to see live what we have for him. And unfortunately, I'm seeing a normal coin here so far. Yeah. So that's a normal coin for Carl. There is a double diaverse, I believe, that shows in Liberty on the 53D. I'll have to be watching for that and watching for eyelids too. This issue is not known for eyelids. However, issues in this era do tend to have eyelids. So we'll just keep looking. So there's coin number 3. Coin number 2 is an RPM. Coin number 3 is not. Here is coin number 4 now for Parvis. And Parvis gets... looks like a normal coin by all accounts. I'll do that, JM. Thank you. Okay, nothing there on the obverse. Let me back off of this a little bit. Make it a little easier to do. So we're not really looking for anything like flash spec microscopic. We're only looking for slightly more major stuff, so we can back off a little bit and take a more broad view of everything. Okay, so Carl tells me that was RPM 5. Awesome. Eric can take note of that when he has a chance to watch this. You got RPM number 5 on coin number 2. Could end up with that a few more times in this roll. Who knows? It is an original roll, so we'll see. We've got a number of these dies tend to have the D misplaced under the 5. It should be kind of under between the 9 and the 5. And if you will remember or look it up, RPM number 1 and RPM number 2 are both east of the center RPMs. So I'm not trying to implicate anything here. However, there is some chance that we could find a group of dies where the mint mark was punched off of the center, and that would give us a better chance maybe of finding RPM 1 or RPM 2. Here's one for South End Owl. Comes up next here. South End Owl gets... this one appears to be normal as well. Let's take a look at the reverse on this one real quick. Yeah. It's got that planchet wash issue going on where these were not properly washed at the mint. It gives it that splotchy brownish color. Let's try coin number 7 now. This is from Mr. Sappington. Let's see what he gets. Let's see. Well, this one has normal placement, but it's still not an RPM. And don't ever forget that there is that RPM that actually shows a D popping out of the front of the vest over here. And although I've not seen it in this roll, if you don't watch for it, you have a tendency to be able to miss something like that, and they are quite valuable. This one looks like it was either weakly punched or a slightly thin planchet. Looks like possibly a slightly tapered planchet, very slightly though. Two reveals left this year. Got this one and a 1984 D that I'll be doing immediately following this one. And then tonight's auction. The Wednesday night auction of the week is going to be NGC graded coins. We got a pretty big shipment of NGC graded Lincoln cents, all wheat cents. Most of them are nice bright red coins, gem graded, going for inexpensive prices. Which one, JM? You talking about this? With that little split serif on the top, I wasn't even really gonna... Is this what you're talking about, JM? I can barely see it. But it's a little split. You can see a little split in the serif. Oh, coming out of the coat. Okay. Okay, I get it. I understand. This one's too minor to list. Very, very minor split upper serif. Alright, coin number 9 now. Coin number 9 goes to Eric. And Eric will get this. A beautiful, normal Lincoln cent. This one's got a lamb peel going on down here. That's actually appears to be something struck into, like a piece of metal struck into the coin. It's kind of interesting. We have no doubling, no RPM here. We are on coin number 9, so I'll go ahead and take a look at the reverse of a couple more before I start skipping reverses for the... Ooh, this one's got some toning bleed on it. Something struck into the N of United. Alright, that one goes to Eric. On to number 10. This one's for Carl. Carl now. Again, a normal 1953 D Lincoln cent here. take a look at the reverse on this one, then we'll just quit looking at the reverses for now. Focus on the obverse, especially the mint mark area, because that's where we tend to see all the goodies on 1953D. Okay, that's coin number 10. Now for coin number 11, Ray the Earth. That is another normal one. Okay. Hello, Otis. Good day, sir. On to coin number 12. This one goes to JM. And interesting looking die dot below the D, but it doesn't actually represent anything of great use other than as a marker in the event, in case we do happen to have something on this coin that I have not yet seen. And nothing that I can see. Let's check the reverse on this one because I know we haven't seen the obverse of this yet. So we'll check the reverse just to be sure. We're not skipping over anything that we shouldn't be skipping over. Got some nice east and west die scratches here. Other than that, we've got nothing on the reverse. Who here is interested in graded coins at a discount? These are going to come at a discount, that's for sure. Here's coin number 13. I'm sorry, number 13 now. This one's for Farm Dog. It's the same die we just picked. Same die pair we just picked. So this one is going to go in the basket of deplorables. I keep thinking that. It's a Hillary Clinton term. It's my little basket of deplorables. Hey, there's another RPM 5. This one goes to Malcolm. RPM 5, 1MM005, 1953D. Good $8 to $10 coin there. Maybe even more than that, actually, depending on grade. So that's for Malcolm, 1953D RPM number 5. Let's go on to Ant, see what we can find with Ant. And Ant, that is an RPM. It's rather minor, but it's got a decent little split on the lower serif. So we are going to hold this one. If anybody wants to chance a screenshot to take a look at it and look it up and see what they can find on it. Here, I'll turn my camera. I'll give you a better look at it. Alright, I'll turn my camera back to where it belongs. And zoom back out on this. Well, there's zoom in further. How far does it go? There we go, that's where we need to be. Right about there. And go ahead and take a look at the rest of the coin. No doubled I. No doubling on Liberty. These coins, by the way, are nice and red. It just doesn't look that way so much under the scope. Here's coin number 16. That scope really shows every little tiny blemish. Alright, and this one is a normal coin. Nice big die crack on the shoulder there. All the way over to the lapel. And nothing else about this one. This one is for Farm Dog. So you say that one might have been number 14? That's pretty cool. Remember, when attributing a die variety, the very first thing you want to look for, especially with the mint mark die variety, is the position of the mint mark in relation to the date. Now, those that don't have mint marks, you are more challenged than with those with mint marks, because once you place a mint mark onto a die, it doesn't move. So that mint mark will be in the exact same spot all the way through the life of the die. So that will be your number one marker with RPMs especially. Position of the mint mark. If the mint mark is positioned properly, then the doubling on the mint mark is the second thing you want to look at for sure, to make sure that the doubling is exactly the same. The characteristics of the doubling isn't going to change except in wear. It's going to wear down with die wear. It's going to look a little different. It still won't move, though. It'll be in the exact same spot all the way through the life of the die. The next thing you want to look at, of course, is markers. Checking obverse markers first, like this curved die scratch right here. I've seen this a few times now. So we've got this die covered. We've seen this one before. Move along now, nothing to see here. Alright, let's move on to the next one. This one's going to be another one of those. That right there, curve. Well, these coins are getting a little more marky and marky as I move on. How about number 20? Goes to Ant. Ant's coin number 20 is... well, it's going to be a normal one. Let's remember that die scratch right there, right above the bow tie. Little die scratch on the coin. We've got nothing on this one, I don't think. Pretty sure I've seen this die before. And we keep moving right along. Coin number 21. Crispy. Crispy and coin number 21 here. This is going to be another one with the curve. Nope, it's not. This is a different die. Different die than the one with the curve. So I think this one's from a group that are weak at the top. Something about the adjustment of the die at the time. I'm not really seeing any markers on this one. So who all here likes the idea of NGC graded Lincoln cents for their collection? The only way to really invest, fully invest in coins is those that are professionally graded, simply because there is a market for those that's established by the third-party grading services. Hello, Raymond. There's one for Paul. Paul Hampton now. And Paul Hampton gets... it looks like most of this roll is going to turn out to be a normal coin roll. But we do have a couple of RPMs popping up out of this for us. Now coin number 24, Captain Morgan. Captain Morgan dollar. In one of his first pulls with us. I mean, we've done plenty of pulls before, but this would be about his first reveal with us, I do believe. Let's see if we can pull anything good for him. That's one. Got the curve on it, so it's not going to have anything. Big long curved die scratch behind the head. Another one for Paul. Let's see what Paul gets this time around. And it looks like another normal Lincoln cent. This one's got the scratch above the bow tie, so we've seen this die before. 'Tis an original roll, just doesn't happen to be loaded full of die varieties like we would hope. There have been a couple, but not much. There's another. I believe. Yeah, this is the other die. This one's got a little scratch above the Y there in Liberty. There's a weak obverse. kind of wish this had been better than it is. Hello, Crispy. Mr. Fletcher? Well, I understand that, Otis. I understand that completely. I'm kind of the same way for a decent majority of what I have. However, when you start dealing in high-grade coins like MS66, MS67 Reds, those are high-quality coins that are undeniably near perfect, and they're really only worth that once they've been put into a holder with that kind of grade on it, because otherwise you never know what you're going to get. Across the market, there's 30,000 different graders, every one of them a dealer, and every one of them, their coins are nicer than yours, and if you're selling, it's not as good as if they're selling it. Little lamb peel above the R there. So the grading services, when you're coming into higher grade coins like this and really top quality coins, you're talking about something that needs to be third party viewed. Something like this right here. It's 1942D and MS67 red. That's a high quality coin right there. I'll be placing coins like that up for bids this evening. Here's what looks like another normal one. Unfortunately, this one's for Yo Man. I say unfortunately, but it's not necessarily unfortunate. The coins are still nice coins. It's just they don't happen to have any die varieties. You guys get yourself all ready for the pull tomorrow. We're doing the pull, the singles pull tomorrow. I've got almost everything ready, and man, it's huge. It's huge, I tell you, huge. Let's see, what do we have here? That's a normal one. Hello, Eric. We have what has been reported back to me as RPM number 5 coming out of this roll. We also have what appears to possibly be 1mm14 coming out of this roll. Get a little hair there. I'm going to get it out of the way. Alright, got Rithy. Coin number 32. Coin number 32 now. And, well, it's another one of our normal coins. That's got the curved scratch above the bow tie. So, it's one of our normal ones. Now for Sissy. And Sissy gets... Yeah, this is another one of the normal ones. It's got a die scratch below the chin that I didn't notice before. So I can use that as a marker. A for sure marker, but it's got the curved die scratch. So the curved die scratch is kind of our give and take on this one. Coin number 34 now. 34 goes back to Brian Rogel. And, well, unfortunately, I think we're headed toward another curved scratch. There it is. Big, long, curved die gouge. It'd be nice if I replaced all of the examples of that die in this roll with RPM 5. Probably be pretty happy. Here's one for Crispy. And Crispy picks up a curved die scratch above the bow tie normal coin. Bumbity bum bum. Yep. Coin number 36 now, Taco John. If you guys got the afternoon free, hang out with me. I've got this reveal, and then immediately following this reveal, I'm going to get prepared and get ready for the next reveal. Probably be about a 10-minute break between shows. The next reveal will be a 1984 D roll. Wells Fargo original Batdorf wrapped roll of Lincoln cents. Nobody's seen inside that roll before, so it should be. There's another curved die scratch here. That one should be a kick to go through. You never know what you're going to find in 84D, and there's some good stuff to find. So, including an FS listed double die obverse. Won't find anything here. Kind of being held to a minimum on the die varieties here. Not getting near as many as I would like to see. Let's check number 40 now. Mr. Fletcher. Mr. Fletcher gets... Oh, there's another one of those. Yeah, so I've been told this is RPM 14, 1mm14. Not sure it is, but I haven't looked it up. It's according to JM. He says maybe on it, too. But it's a nice looking RPM. Little D over D rotated clockwise. Rotated counterclockwise, sorry. Alright, and there's that one for Mr. Fletcher. Now 41. Coin number 41 goes to Parviz. And Parviz will get, you know, this is, it's just one of our normal ones. It's just got the curved die scratch on it. Right there. It's actually a hubbing mark. It's a gouge left by the reduction lathe. South End Owl now. South End Owl. What do we get for you? This one's going to have the curved scratch above the bow tie. And it does. So this is a normal coin. Coin number 43 now, Richard Sappington. In this submission that I just got back from NGC, there were 35 coins that were rejected from my minimum grade of 66. And I will be producing videos over, the next month or so on all 35 of these rejected coins, including photography, full analysis of exactly what happened in the grading process with that particular coin, and whether or not that one is going to be resubmitted, because some of them will probably be resubmitted. Here's number 45 now, but I'll be producing those videos over the next month. Probably do 5 per video, 7 videos total. Okay. Eric says it could well be the number 14. Just be a different die state than what we have listed, which will be cool because that would give us an opportunity to photograph a coin out of this roll. Here's one for Eric. And Eric will get... this one is an RPM. And I don't think it's one we've seen so far. I do not believe we've seen this yet. Different die altogether from what I think we've seen so far. It's a double split serif, top and bottom. So that is a cool one. Here's 47 now. 47 back to Brian. 4 coins left in the roll. This is one of those 4. This one is going to be the curved die scratch, or die gouge. Coin number 48 now goes to Carl. And Carl's coin is, well, this one's going to be a curved die scratch above the bow tie normal. See, by the time you get to the end of a roll, when you're going through an original roll, you'll tend to see the same dies over and over enough that you'll be able to speed up going through the roll simply because you're familiar with what's there and what's not there. Malcolm? Malcolm, this one is not known to me. Got nothing on it though. Got that die gouge at the rim below the last T of trust. Not sure exactly what that would mean to... Oh, I remember this. We've seen this die before now. It's not a die variety though, but it does have a nice couple of die scratches on the coat. And here we go. Last coin in the roll goes to Yo-Man. And Yo-Man picks up... Oh, that's got that little bulb of die dent below the D, so we know this one's going to be a normal coin. Unfortunately, what did we turn out with here? About 7 or 8 die varieties out of the roll? Let's see, it looks like 6. And all of them are the same 2 dies. 46, 40, 17, 15, 14, and number 2 are all die varieties. The rest are all, unfortunately, normal coins. If you were looking for a die variety. If you were looking for just a decent 1953 D, well, you've got it here. Alright. There's all that. Time to wrap it up, get it mailed off. And I will do reveal number 488 coming up here in just a few minutes. Give me about 10 minutes. Give me until just about 6 o'clock. And we'll get that one out and get it started. Video next time I do a submission. Yes and no. I'll think about that. The thing about it, though, is when you do a video of what you're submitting, you have to do, there's a lot of detail involved in looking at a coin and determining the difference between a 65, 6, and 7 grade coin. And that's basically what you're doing when you're doing a bulk submission of Lincoln cents for high grades. So maybe I'll go through and show what I'm thinking of or what I'm looking for. But we'll see. We'll see about it. I'll be back in about 10-15 minutes with the 1984 D-roll. Until then, folks, I wish you well. I'll see you later.